How's you going, boys? Mike here. Welcome back to Grampie's Workshops. I'm glad you dropped in. Today, this little video is about, hopefully, a hint that'll help you out in the workshop. So, I don't want to give it away right away. So, anyways, let's have a look and see what this hint is all about. Okay, so where I got this hint was, I'd gotten a comment from a subscriber of mine, Bruce L. Bruce L has a channel, very good channel. It's like Bruce does a lot of auto work. You know, he has a couple little scooters that he works on. He has a go-kart. He's got Ryobi tools like you would not believe. Ryobi doesn't even have as many Ryobi tools as what Bruce does. Bruce L. Check him out. I'll leave a link down below. But anyway, Bruce just mentioned in a comment on one of my videos one time that he takes, in order for him to help read the sizes on his tools and whatnot, he takes a paint pen like this. Well, I don't know if it's like this or not, but this is a paint pen. You get them at the hardware store. You take your paint pen, you mark over where the size is on the wrench, let it dry, wipe off the excess on the surface, and then because the size is embossed or engraved or etched on the tool, the ink stays behind to show you the size. Wow, a game changer, I thought. I'm going to try that. So I went down the other day, bought myself an ink pen. This is a red ink marker. I don't even know who it's made by, but you know, I think it was, I don't know, a couple, $3 maybe. And there's a little jiggler in it, and I assume you have to shake it because there was no instructions came with it. But anyway, what I did was I did that. I shook them for a while. So I took the socket and just painted over the size, and I painted it good, to make sure that the paint got into the etchings for the size. This marked on two sides, that's what I'm showing you there. So I thought I'm going to try that just to see how it works. Now this was one of the sockets with really small sizing on it, but I did this last night because I wanted the paint to be good and dry before I wiped it off. Because now what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to scratch off the excess paint and try to leave behind just the etching. So this is what I just scratched off this morning, and you can see that's not too bad, It shows up pretty good. I have my 3/4 inch wrench here to shake up my ink, so I'm going to paint this, making sure that I get the paint in the markings as best I can. Now it's cold in the shop here this morning, and this wrench is pretty chilly, so I'm not sure how it's going to work in the cold, but we'll try it. Same with this socket here, we'll mark this guy up too. I think the more paint you put on it, like to get into the etching and the groove of the size, the better you be. So we'll set that one aside, and then I've got a really tiny socket here. Well, it's not tiny, I mean it's 1/4 inch drive, but the size is really small to see, so we'll try to paint this guy up too. The etching is not nearly as deep on this one, so I'm not sure how good it'll show up, but we'll try it. Okay, we'll just set those aside and let them dry. Alright, so I've been busy painting up my wrenches with my paint stick, a la Bruce L. And I was scratching them with my knife and trying to clean them off with sandpaper, and you know, I even tried putting them on the polishing brush on the grinder. But I found a piece of fine steel wool, and I think this is going to work better. Watch. Just as simple as that. And it comes off, and it leaves a lot of the red still back in the size. So, you know, I think the steel wool is the answer for that one. So that one looked nice. That turns out nice. That's a big one though. It's easy to see. Now here's a wrench. It's got a little bit of a, I don't know, a satiny finish on it. It's not as shiny. It's a smoother or a rougher finish, I mean. But once again, the steel wool does a nice job of getting that paint off there. Oh, I didn't paint the back side of that guy. Now, let's check some sockets. Here's a socket here that I painted up. Rub the steel wool on that. And there, the paint is staying back pretty good. Here's a smaller size socket. See how this one works. So you can still see the size a little bit better. Like I say, it doesn't jump right out at you, but it's not bad, eh? Now here's a small size wrench here. Let's see what this one does. Now I'm impressed with that. That really makes the number stand out, eh? So yeah, I think it's going to work good. So I've got a bunch of wrenches here now that I have to brush off with my steel wool. But once this job is done, it's going to make seeing the sizes a lot easier. Just open the drawer of the toolbox and the size will be there. Pretty nice idea. So thanks Bruce L for doing for giving us that little hint. I think that's going to work good. I mean, the sizes don't jump right out at you now like I thought maybe they would, but the etchings are pretty small on the wrenches and the sockets, but it's still a lot easier to see the sizes. So now I can just reach in the box, oh yeah, look at that, 18 mil, and then, you know, go with it. I think that's going to help a lot. So like I say, thanks a lot Bruce, and I hope this hint will help you folks out there too. Mark your tools up so they're easier to see the sizes, because I struggled with that for a while. So anyways, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, thanks a lot for dropping by. I'm glad you're here. I hope you come back often. And for everybody else out there that's watching, don't forget, thumbs up me. I love your comments. Leave me some comments too. We'll talk to you.